chapter number 5. Chapter number 5 or exercise number 5, chapter number 5, operators and expressions of class 9. Last time we have seen various data types, different types of operators, arithmetic operators. There are 5 operators are there. Just let me recapitulate what has been done in the previous class. Plus, minus, asterisk, slash and modulus. Plus is meant for addition, minus is meant for subtraction, asterisk is meant for multiplication, slash is meant for finding the quotient, right? And modulus is meant for finding the remainder. This is slash and modulus. These are the 5 operators we have, arithmetic operators. Then, for the sake of comparison, there are 6 operators are there. We call them as relational operators. They are less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, and not equal to. Let me tell you, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. Mind you, boys and girls, equal to has to be written twice without leaving a gap. You need to type equal symbol twice. Whenever there is a comparison, you have to have a double equal symbol. This double equal symbol is meant for the sake of comparison. And not equal to is written like this. Not equal to means an exclamation mark followed by equal symbol is known as a not equal to symbol. This is what we have seen the relational operators. We have also seen the logical operators to ampersand and or not. Right? Then we have also seen the conditional operators, question mark and the colon. Right? Just before I begin today's chapter, what I am going to do it, I am going to give an expression in algebraic form, convert it to Java form. This is the main thing. Then we shall make an effort to write a simple program. Before we could write a program, let me introduce 4 or 5 frequently used Java statements. These 5 statements we shall write tiny programs. Then we shall strengthen our programming skills. Okay, boys and girls? Now, this is the recapitulation. This is the relational operators. These are all the arithmetic operators. This is the logical operator. This is the conditional operators. And so many operators available are there. Right? Let me tell you, there are some expressions are given, like simple interest is equal to PTR by 100. It's written algebraically. This cannot be fed in your computer as it is, because sometimes you may have superscript, sometimes you may have a subscript, you may have a divided by. Whereas, this is a golden rule in any of the programming language, in particular Java. No matter how simple your algebraic expression is or how complex your algebraic expression is, what you need to do is the whole expression has to be written in a single line. This is what the golden rule is. Here's an example. Look at here. This is a numerator, this is a denominator, you will have a divided by symbol. So here is an equation. Simple interest equal to PTR by 100. What you need to do is, if you want to convert this one into Java form, so this is the answer. SI is equal to please note, PTR by 100 means is understood principal into time into rate of interest divided by 100. It's implied that between these two you have a multiplication, between these two there is a multiplication, then divided by 100. You need to write in Java explicitly. This is how it should be written. P into T into R slash 100. This is a Java form, right? One more expression I'll give you. You can refer page number 83. There are quite a good number of examples have been given. Let's try one by one. Square root of A square plus B square plus C square. You will not find a square root on your keyboard. So whenever there are some special functions raised to the power, square root, logarithmic value, modulus value, absolute value. Such type of functions, trigonometric functions, sine, cos, tangent. If you come across secant, cosecant and cot, whatever you get it, you must use a built-in function. All these functions are available in a class called as math. Let me write you a square. What does it do? Math.sqrt. Math.sqrt means what does it do? SQRT is a built-in, already it's programmed, one of the predefined function. A function is it's already programmed, like in your calculator, you may have plenty of buttons. It's already pre-programmed. Press of the button, that program gets activated or executed. Similarly here also, whenever there is a square root, you must write math.sqrt. Why do we write this math? There are quite a good number of functions are there. All the functions comes under a class called as math. M-A-T-H, where M is an uppercase. Math.sqrt means wherever there is a square root you must write a square. You may write a into a. Otherwise a raised to the power of a also you can return. A into a plus b into b plus c into c. A square plus b square plus c square. Same thing may be also written like this. This and this is same. SQRT. Instead of writing a into a, what I can do is math.pow a comma 2 plus math.pow b comma 2 plus math.pow is shortest form of power. C comma, look at here, a square. POW is shortest form of power, raised to the power. So a square. If it is a to the power of 12 means you will be writing 12. If a to the power of 1 by 2 means you will be writing half. So a square plus b square plus c square. The whole lot is there in SQRT. This and this is one and the same. This and this is one and the same. Here I am not using the power function. Here I have both can be written. One of the two can be written. No problem at all. Then one more example I will give you. This is the first example. Here is the second example. Here I go to the third example. Square root of s into s minus a into s minus b into s minus c. If I want to write this is the formula to compute area of a triangle. How do you do it? Here this can be written like this. What do you have? The whole lot is there in square root. Whenever there is a square root, what you need to do is math.sqrt of s into s minus a into s minus b into s minus c. What does it do? The whole lot, whatever has been given, the whole lot will be in square root. What is there? S into s minus a into s minus b into s minus c. This is what the formula is. Should I do it one more problem? Yeah. Fourth example I will do it. If I want to do like this, PQ whole divided by R plus S whole raised to the power of 4. How do I do it? PQ whole divided by, what do we have? R plus S whole raised to the power of 4 means you must use math dot power. What do you have? R plus S raised to the power of 4. Please note, you must balance it. How many? Two of the parentheses are open, you must have closed it. 2 you must close it. You must balance it. The number of opening parentheses and number of closing parentheses got to be the same. Do you understand? Here I open it, here I closed it. Did I balance it? Yes. Here how many of them did I open it? 2 of them. Did I open with this 2 of them? Did I close it? Yes. This is called as balancing of parenthesis. Here you see, why did I put? So there is no need of parenthesis here. Even if I don't give, you know what happens? Q divided by P plus, when you use, your mathematics teacher must have taught in the lower classes BODMAS, BODMAS, bracket of division, multiplication, addition or subtraction. In other words, the precedence, the priority in an expression, which one will be done? Simplification has to be done first of all with the bracket. If bracket isn't there, then you have to go in for a off multiplication. If not, division. If not, multiplication, addition or subtraction. Exactly here also I will be teaching the precedence of operator, in other words, in the following classes. So what happens is, if you put this parenthesis, though it is not there, P plus Q whole divided by, if I do not give this parenthesis, what happens? The expression would be P plus Q whole divided by R plus S whole is equal to. So that's the reason if I put, according to that BODMAS, bracket will be done first. Bracket or parenthesis. Here in Java we call parenthesis. Parenthesis. We call it as parenthesis. Normally they don't use the term called as bracket. Okay. Now there are most of you, when I say parenthesis, let me tell you, connected. This is called as parenthesis. Then you have this. You guys must be giving multivarious name to that. Some they say flower bracket, some they say curly bracket. These are all the un-English expressions. The apt name for this one is called as braces. What this name is? Parenthesis. And this one is called as braces. And what is this? This is called as square bracket. This one is known as square bracket. Okay, we shall see maybe after some time. Listen, boys and girls, what did I do here? I taught you the character set, I taught you the tokens, now the expressions. Now the next stage is called the statement. Statement means, for example, whenever you want to learn a new language, first we are introduced the alphabets. Once if you are familiar with the alphabets, the next step would be start learning the words. Once if you are familiar with the handful of words, with the words which you are familiar with, try to make the sentences. Exactly we are going to do. Here we don't call sentences. Instead we call statements. Java statements. The next step, I taught you the different data types. I taught you different operators, how to convert from algebraic form to Java form. The next concept is known as statement. What does that statement do? It will finish. It will do a tiny task. It will do a job. Such a tiny task, when you put together, amalgamate together, it becomes a program. I'm sure you must be knowing the definition of a program. What is a program? A program is a set of instructions given to a computer system. Am I right? Set of instructions. We call instructions. Here, exactly in a language, we don't say instruction. Instead, we call a statement. Today, let me introduce four statements. Let me introduce to you today itself. When you club all the statements, what is required, when to use, when not to use, what is the functionality of it, what are the features of it, right? What is the syntax of it, what is the general format of it, right? So now it's time for you guys to learn the programming skills. You are really fortunate enough. You are really fortunate enough to learn such a powerful language like Java when you are in the high school. You are in just class 9 and we call you as a budding programmers. This program, I'll tell you few statements I'll introduce to you. Start writing simple programs. Key in the program. Type the program in your computer system. I'm sure you must be having a computer system at home, possibly the desktop or a laptop or some handheld devices. Type the program, execute the program. More errors it creeps up. The more errors you encounter, faster the learning process. You should not give up. One should not give up. Before we start writing the program, let me introduce 4 different types of statements. I repeat again, what is a statement is? A statement in Java is a single instruction given to your computer system. Okay, what is a program? Set of or group of statements, right? To furnish a task, to do a job. It's called as a program. Okay, boys and girls, are you familiar with this? Kindly go through this exercise and convert the whole lot, all the expressions which have been given. Page number 102, question number 40 and 41. Question number 40 and 41. I repeat again, page number 102, 102. Right? Question number 40 and 41. There are some algebraic expressions have been given. What you need to do is that you need to convert into Java form. Please make an effort, because we are taking the class remotely. I believe you guys listen and do. You got to be more responsible. Okay, your parents will not force you. Your dad or mom or teachers are not close to you. So you should have a discipline of doing today's work today itself. Do not postpone for tomorrow. Is this clear? Now, let me introduce. There are some expressions are available in your exercise. Kindly do practice that. Is that clear? Okay. Now, let me introduce Java statements. Let me introduce Java statement. What does a statement mean in Java? A statement will do a tiny task, simple, small job it will do, right? Now, first and foremost statement, which I am going to introduce to you, is called as a comment statement or a remark statement. Comment. Comment or I have the habit of writing statement as STT, shortest form of statement. I am going to teach you a remark statement or a comment statement. A statement can be of 2 types. A statement can be of 2 types. One is called as executable statement, and one is called as non-executable statement. What is the executable statement means? It will do your job. Non-executable statement means it won't do your job. If when it's not doing your job, then why do we write it? It's of no purpose. I let you know. It does play a role, but it will not do anything, but it is highly helpful, and it's been advised, it's recommended. It's a general practice that before you start writing the program, what is the intent of your program? That needs to be spelled out. You need to write the very remark of your program or comment on your program which you are about to take up. It's a very healthy practice. It's a very healthy practice to begin a program with a command. It's not mandatory or compulsory, but it's a convention. It's a general practice people have been following. And according to your ICSI syllabus, they insist, we the teachers have to tell, write as many REM statements as possible, or as REM statement means remark statement. Write as many remark statements as possible, or in short, write as many comments as possible in a program. The moment the compiler encounters a comment statement, it skips. It won't execute. It won't execute. There are two ways of writing the comment. One is called as, if it is a single line comment, you need to write double slash. So you keep writing the comment, that comment should get over at the fag end, right? It's called a single line comment. Otherwise, if the comment exists much more than a line, what you need to do is slash asterisk. Keep writing the comment. In this case, a comment has gone line number 1, line number 2, line number 3. End the comment by slash asterisk. Begin with that and end with the asterisk slash. This is the single line comment. This is the multiple line comment. Right? Now this is the first statement. What statement is called as comment statement. Now let me tell you what is the next statement is known as I'll let you know what it is. System.out.println. Default output device ours is a monitor. Now I don't want to see my output on my monitor. Instead I wanted to have a hard copy, or I want to take some printout. So you need to tell your compiler, do not display it on the VDU. Instead you direct it to the LPT1 line printer. There is a port. These days we have a port called as USB port. So what happens is your display, your output can even go to the printer. Here I say system. Everything, whole of Java program has to be written in lowercase. I will let you know when to write the uppercase. Here I go. The first letter of system.out.println has to be in uppercase. S is an uppercase. Uppercase means capital letter. System.out.println means whatever you give within double quotation mark, they will be displayed on your monitor. It will be displayed on your monitor. For example, here I go. What do you do it? System.out.println. What did I do is, within the parenthesis, whatever you give within double quotation will be displayed as it is. What for God and country means on your monitor for God and country will be there. For instance, nothing is there. Here I give what does it do? The value of Z will be displayed on the monitor. I'm sure you must have noticed, why did I give the semicolon? Semicolon in Java, it again a very, very important feature. You need to know this by all means. Semicolon is called as a line terminator. A statement comes to an end, not line, I'm sorry, a statement terminator. A statement means you give one instruction, that instruction will come to an end by encountering, by the moment you give semicolon means this statement has come to an end. Then you can begin the statement number 2, statement number 3, 4, 5. I am not telling every line it should end with a semicolon. No. Every statement. What is a statement is? A statement is a single instruction to your computer, right? So this is the first instruction. If you have second instructions, write the second statement and give semicolon. 30 instructions. If there are 40 of them, you have 40 statements or 40 instructions. Every instruction. I am not telling every line, mind you. Sometimes a statement can go much more than a line. Right? So I did not give semicolon here. But this is must. I will tell you every statement as I teach you. I will tell you the syntax. What do you mean by syntaxes? Syntax means grammar or general format of a statement. This is how it will be. If you put this instead of uppercase, if you put lowercase, it's going to tell it's a mistake. PRINTLN. Print LN means it will print the display and the cursor will come to the new line. When I say LN. When I don't give this LN, I can do like this also. When I say system.out.print Z means the value of Z will be shown on the monitor. The cursor will not go to the next line, it will remain same. The difference between system.out.print and system.out.println is after display. Previously I wrote system.out.println Z. It will print the value of Z on the monitor. The cursor will go to the next line. If it is ln is there. Ln is shortest form of new line. Right? If println isn't there, system.out.print means the value of Z will be displayed on the monitor. The cursor will not go to, if this is the value of Z, if this is the value of the Z, it will display and cursor will be here, it will go to the next line. That is what the print will do. I repeat again, boys and girls, today I taught you two statements. A command statement. Command statement is a non-executable statement, it will not do it. Compiler will simply skip. But every program, every concept, you have to tell. If someone is going through a program, so if you write the command, that will have a better picture. So better documentation. So you are encouraged and your counsel insists, even the child doesn't know the syntax of a statement, but if they know the concept, where they express the intent. Okay, here you want. If you want to give a command /, the command has to be in only one line. It's called as single line command. If you wanted to give multiple line command, what you can do is / keep writing the command, first line, second line, third line, fourth line, fifth line, and end that command by #/. Single line command or single line remark. This is multiple line remark or multiple line command. Is this clear, boys and girls? The next statement is called as system.out.println or print. It's an executable statement. It will do your job. What does it do? It will display the value whatever you give on your monitor. Because your default device is monitor by default. If you don't tell anything, automatically the result will go to the VDU, visual display unit, or monitor, or screen, or CRT, or TFT, name it, anything. Or your overhead projector, better is same. So default device is what? Monitor. The value of Z will be printed. If it is system.out.println, it will print the value of Z and the cursor will go to the next line because ln is there. If ln isn't there, what happens is the value of Z will be displayed, the cursor will not go to the next line. Soon after the Z, the cursor will keep blinking. System.out.println means where S is an uppercase. S is an uppercase. Okay, with this I'll wind up today's class. In this class, two more statements. I will teach you that start writing the tiny Java programs. Kindly go through your content, okay, this chapter, and try to solve as many problems as possible. Thank you very much, boys and girls. Stay blessed, stay safe. Bye-bye.